Um, Hi all. It is January, March, April, May, July 13th, 2017. This is going to be a little different video. I'm going to do a back history of how I got Lyme, my symptoms and everything, and then this is going to be a long video, so I may make it a two-part. And if you see me looking down, because I'm forgetful, so I wrote it down so I can. But the points I'm going to talk to you about today are the effects it has on me and my family, and my friends. Friends, used to have friends until I got sick, and then that was done. I used to be a very happy, a very energetic person. I used to hike, I used to cave, I used to free climb. You name it, anything adrenaline, I did it. Definitely. And now that is completely stopped at the moment, because I have Lyme and Rocky Mountain spotted fever and 13 separate co-infections. At the beginning, my Rocky Mountain spotted fever was dormant, and unfortunately, it came out of dormancy because I ended up getting an abscess in TMJ, and they pulled the tooth, and the infection caused it to come out of dormant and became active. The effects it has on me and my better half is, we don't argue. It's more of a fact that I forget that I said something over and over, and I repeat it over and over, and it gets him agitated. So the effects it has on him and I is, I don't realize I've repeated things, and it literally has to come to the point where it's got to be spoken loudly to me so I understand, hey, you've repeated this multiple times, and I don't know I did it. So that's one of the big effects that it has on me and my spouse. As for the effects it has had on my family doesn't know. They know I have Lyme, but they don't know what it is. They've not seen the effects it gives me. They've not seen anything. I keep it hushed hushed, and when I am around family, I pretend I'm okay, which is wrong, because a lot of you are going to get upset with it, but I think it's wrong that when we do our videos, we're doing videos of when we're feeling good, and not doing it when we're sick or having our bad days or bad symptoms. And I think that's why the perception of people thinking we need a therapist, because they're not seeing what are seeing our symptoms and seeing how it's affecting us on a daily basis. And I think that needs to change. I think we do need to start uploading and recording and getting out the word, and start letting people see how, even on our bad days, what it's doing to us. And I mean, I have my times, like earlier, I don't remember. I recorded things. I don't remember the whole day. I don't remember uploading. I have that problem. I'm going to talk about doctors. My normal team of doctors, which are normal hospital, and then outside the hospital, and heart and all that doctors, they're a great team. They've never had to deal with Lyme disease or Rocky Mountain spotted fever or any of these co-infections, so they're new to it. I mean, I've had it for 4 years. I'm 41 years old. I live in the state of Tennessee. The CDC feels that Lyme and Rocky Mountain spotted fever does not exist to CDC standards, which needs to completely be changed, because also in the state of Tennessee, they really don't recognize Lyme as a disability. Or any of the co-infection diseases you get from it. They don't recognize any of it. They'd rather give how would I say, a person with migraines, which I have severe migraines, disability, than they would a Lyme patient. And that's got to change, and that's got to stop. As far as infectious disease doctors, I have seen multiple, and they are quacks. They do not have no idea, no clue what Lyme, how to even handle Lyme, and they'd rather send you out the door than to treat you, or they want to treat you when it goes into dormancy, the IgG version, which is stupid because it could take you a long time to get it into that form. Also, there's an issue with the state of Tennessee where they do not have any ILADs, ILADS, or LLMDs, Lyme Literate Medical Doctors. They do not have any in this state, and you have to go out of state to get to a doctor that will treat it. There are no naturopaths that know it, or in this state that I have found. The chiropractors, they rather just pop your back, but they do not. Nobody really in the state of Tennessee that I have found that has any clue how to even handle this. And so my team of doctors is taking baby steps and trying to treat me as best as they can. Let's see here. What else? The worst part about having Lyme disease, the brain fog, the weakness. Because when I say weakness, I mean where 1 minute you're fine and the next minute your legs just go out and you fall to the floor, which I have, or you have no strength. You lose your strength in your legs and your arms, and no matter how much you do yoga or you walk or you got good muscles, it does not hold you up. And sometimes it does not hold you up. My worst part about it is about having the diseases and co-infections, honestly, would be the seizures and the all over, including my organs, severe muscle spasms, and the severe migraines. Them are the worst things for me. I can handle the lightning, I can handle the weakness, I can handle all of it. But the seizures, the migraines, and the internal organ muscle spasms are the main things that really affect me the worst. And it upsets me because I don't hang with friends anymore. I've stopped seeing my grandchildren for now almost 2 years because I can't play with them properly like they're used to. And Lyme gives you where, you half the day or all day you might be fine, and then the next day you're wiped out. You have no energy. You're crawling to get to where you need to. I also have spinal issues of before I found out I had Lyme disease. I have fusions in my neck, disc degeneration. Lyme has caused me now. I have lesions on my lower spine. I have myelopathy in my neck. I have neuropathy in both arms, and I have radiculopathy in both my legs. Through Lyme disease, I have realized that material things don't matter. I have learned that I'd rather have a stress-free, drama-free, relaxing day. And I know I'm bouncing all over the place, and I apologize, but that's part of it, of having recording on the days where you get to see the full effects. 1 minute you're fine and lucid, next minute you're bouncing everywhere like a pinball. But it has made me more grounded to where I don't care about the going out and partying and going out and running the malls and everything like that. I just don't have the energy. And if I do have the energy, by the time I get ready to go, me getting showered, dressed, and ready to go, I am so physically and mentally exhausted just for that 30 minutes of getting ready to go that it has wiped me out. And then I'm like, I can't go, and I have to cancel. So I don't make plans anymore. You're supposed to do day by day, and I can't do day by day. Lyme, I know I can't. I go minute by minute, hour by hour. It depends if I'm feeling okay, fine right now. But I may go in the house and clean, and it wipes me out for the rest of the day, and I'm completely out of it. But life with the disease has made me realize that there's a lot of things that's just not important anymore. That I thought was important, that's not anymore. Also, I no longer, I don't drive anymore, because the last time I drove, I ended up having, I don't know what happened. All I know is the car went spinning around in the rain, and I was going like 20-something miles an hour, and spun a couple times in the center of the road and wound me up on the edge of a ditch. Before the time before that, I was having seizures and going to the doctor. So I do not drive because I never know when it takes effect. Let's see here. My life before the disease was good. It hit me. I've had it for over 4 years, and it hit me 2 years ago. I was outside in the yard helping my son-in-law, and one minute I'm standing upright, the next minute I didn't know it at the time because I didn't go to a doctor's till a month later. My bad, my stupid, because I'm stubborn, and I hate doctors. I've been in and out of doctors almost all my life, and I couldn't move, I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, I couldn't do anything. And at the time, all I had was I didn't know what happened. It felt like somebody had took and ran me over with an 18-wheeler, and I was completely, like I had a concussion, like every bone in my body was broken. And then a month later, I went to the health department. They ran all these tests, but they didn't run a LYME test. They're like, so I had H. pylori, had to fight that, which I still have no clue how I got that, because to this day, I still don't know how I got that at all. Let's see here. See, my mind, and you guys are going to get the full effects of this because my mind's rambling, and I apologize. But this is what people need to see. People without Lyme and these diseases need to see I'm not normal anymore. Well, I'm normal to me. This is my new normal. But I don't need a therapist. And I may look fine and look healthy, but I'm not healthy. My insides are dying, even though my outside is fine. Let's see here. As far as I have Barbesia burgdorferi. Now, bear with me because I'm just learning all these co-infections I'm just catching. I have, originally I have Lyme disease, Barbesia burgdorferi, and I also have Lyme granulocystic anaplasmosis. That's my Lyme. I also have Rocky Mountain spotted fever. It is not my co-infection. It is a disease, and it is now out of remission, and I am full active in it. I have Borrelia, 5 different Borrelia infections, and I'm awaiting my doctors to put it online on my health file to let me know exactly which 5 they are. They are positive. I just don't know yet which ones they are. I have flagella. I've not learned that. I also have a form of malaria. I have relapsing fever, which I do have a lot. Excuse me for looking away, guys. I also, the first time I got tested for lupus was back in March, and it all come back, negative. And this time back a month ago, they retested me, and all of it came back negative except the latex turid test. It came back positive. So I still don't know what that is on the lupus. The latex turid test is. I don't know what that is yet, but like I said, I'm new to the disease, but I'm new to the diagnosis, but I'm not new to the disease since I've had it for over 4 years. Because I got worse. It started with, like I said, that attack, and then from then on, I have my good weeks, and then I have bad weeks. Let's see here. I have B. hemsi, B. macroti, um, Ducani, B. Ducani, whatever. These are ones I've not searched yet, guys. Leptospirosis. I the disease, which I am late stage and I am chronic, has left me with dementia, which on certain videos, if you watch, it's bad. It's left me with also blackouts, where I can go for hours or minutes or a day, which I know recently was a day, and I don't remember it. I'll have a complete utter blackout. Um, my form of seizures is where I'm well aware of my surroundings and what's going on, but from the neck down, I'm my mind is what how would I put this? I'm well aware I'm having the seizures, but I can't control my body, my actions, and when I do have my seizures, and I'm noticed because my better half told me this, I get up and I'm off doing everything, and I don't remember off doing laundry, off cleaning the house, off doing stupid, and I don't know I'm doing it. And during my seizure, I'm just nothing but a walking zombie, and my mind is on its own pathway to La La Land doing everything. And I don't remember this. I also have space outs where one minute I'm here, next minute I'm over here, and I don't know how I got from here to there. I've had a total of 4 mini strokes. My first one was the day me and my son-in-law was doing what we were doing out in the yard. My most recent one was last month. So I have to keep an eye on that. It has affected my heart, where both my left and my right heart ventricles are affected. I have granulomas in both my lungs. I have 9 collapsed domes in my lungs. I'm trying to think here. I have severe brain fog. The electricity. Literally, it's like sticking my finger in a 220 or going and touching an electric pole. Electricity that goes through my whole body. And now it's affecting my brain, where I'm having electrical pulses in my brain, and which does not feel good. I have severe migraines, and some are so severe where it feels like my brain is going to explode, and all I want to do is, and excuse me, but all I want to do is die, because they are that severe. I'd rather die than keep feeling it. And no, we've not found a migraine medicine actually that works yet. I'm on more medication than I can even imagine. So I am going without a literate medical doctor, and only my normal doctors, and my research is helping them treat me. I also know that my body has rejected a lot of the antibiotics. I've been on Doxy, it did not work. I've been on all the cancer antibiotics, you name it, my body has rejected it, or I've wound up sick and in the hospital. The bug crawling, where it feels like maggots or big old worms are crawling in my feet, and that is horrible. Or my feet and my hands are always on fire, or they're numb. That's one of the horrible things. And the electricity at my legs or behind my knees. Let's see here. I've had to have my gallbladder removed because it's had gangrene set up in it. That was at the very beginning when we didn't know what was going on, and they thought that was the issue. And I still have the most severe abdominal pains where it puts me in the bathroom. My intestines are not normal. I will say that. I have a reaction to now certain foods like ketchups, tomatoes, anything spicy. Smells are horrible, and they're getting worse. Light sensitivity, where now I'm having to wear sunglasses. I also have an issue where obviously I'm allergic to the sun, because I break out in red swollen whelps. So I have to be careful in the sun, either walking in it or laying in it. So I have to use the strongest, what do you call it, sun protection. And even sometimes that don't happen. The relapsing fevers are horrible because, I mean, I'm fine 1 minute and then the next minute it takes over. Let's see here. Lyme has caused breast masses in both my breasts, which I have a total of 3 masses now in my breast. They're all benign. Thank you, God. My writing used to be beautiful, and now it's chicken scratch. My memory is gone. Sometimes I cannot remember my children, my better half's name, and I call him by L. I remember his first initial of his name, and that's it. Or I can't remember him at all. So that's the amnesia that steps in, and that scares me that one day I'm going to wake up and not remember where I'm at, who he is, or anything. So a feeling, I get a feeling of feeling drunk or very, very high, or took too much medication that I wasn't prescribed when I've not took anything. And it's just the head. Also, I have where my brain feels like it has cement in it, and I am literally having to walk through the cement to get words out. Numbers are an issue, the number 2 and the number 4. If I can't remember a word, I replace it with the word about. I don't understand why I didn't know it. My better half let me know that. I do replace words with about. I space out a lot. A lot. Let's see here. You just gonna have to bear with me, guys. Oh, people's name. I'm having issues with hair loss, which clumps of hair. Every time I shower, clumps of hair come out. Weight loss. I'm losing weight, and it is not intended. And I'm eating. I don't eat much because I'm always nauseous, or everything. Anytime I eat, it affects my stomach, and it feels like somebody is ripping my guts out. So I don't eat that much. Nausea, vomiting, you name it. That's horrible. Stuttering. I have a very bad habit now of stuttering, or saying a word over and over and over and over, repeat, and I can't stop it until I catch myself or my brain stops doing it. Light sensitivity. Noise. I used to be okay with noise. Now, if it's not calming, I can't handle it. Smells. Mold. I now have environmental and seasonal allergies, which I've never had allergies before. I have 3 different mold allergies, and one of them isn't running through my blood, so I have to take shots for this. Let's see here. Tinnitus, the ringing in my ears, I have a lot. I have heart palpitations, severe chest pains where somebody, like a house is sitting on me. I also have, okay, I already said that one. Brain buzzes, where my brain feels like it's constantly buzzing, or like there's bees in it. That happens now a lot. I feel sometimes like if I'm talking, and I may be talking fast, I don't know, but I feel like I'm going in slow motion, but I'm really not. And my brain feels that way, but I'm not. I gave my nurse Lyme disease, the IgG 41 and 91, and she's on doxycycline to get it out, and no infectious disease doctor in this state believes that. And I'm the only one so far in the county I go to that has it, Lyme disease or spotted fever or any of it, and I'm the only one that gave it to her, and that was by an accidental needle prick. Dizziness. If I sit down and stand up, it's like a top where I feel like somebody's just doing this. The dizziness is horrible, and which after that follows nausea and vomiting. Um, I have no tension span whatsoever. If you're trying to have a conversation with me, you're wasting your time, because now I can't keep my attention span on anything. Or walking into rooms and not knowing why I went in there, and I walked a dozen times in there, got everything else, didn't need but that. Um, it takes me all day to get things done, literally. Rashes, I have rashes that pop up all over my body. Um, it leaves me whelps, red swollen whelps, and then now I'm left with white patches. And those white patches now, when I'm near the sun or in the sun, they swell up and turn beet red and feel like they're on fire. Um, Trying to think of everything that's Lyme is not fun. Lyme is a horrible disease, but the co-infections that overlap the Lyme disease makes everything like 100 times worse. So, and if you do not get your Lyme or your co-infections treated, you're just battling time on how long you've got and how long it'll last. Because I know with me having seizures and mini strokes, and they're getting worse, that it's just a matter of time before I have a full-on heart attack, or a seizure completely shuts me down into a coma or death. I'm afraid that sometimes my severe migraines get so bad that it could literally shut me down. Um, I'm afraid of being home alone all the time, and if something happens, I have no way to get help. But I can't have a vehicle because I can't drive. So, I mean, I have to call somebody. I feel like I need to get a live-in to keep an eye on me on my bad days. And I don't know when my bad days are, because I go through where I'll have a week of horrible, which I just got over, and then I'll have a week or two great, and then I'll relapse right back into horribleness that puts me. I will have a week of seizures, you name it, everything I said I get, all in one within a week, within 7 days, and then it takes me another week just to bounce back from it, and then I'm okay again. Um, um, but yeah, all I know is I'm going untreated. I've got doctors that are learning and doing as best as they can to keep me out of pain as much as they can, and we don't know what to do now that not my body is not accepting, it's rejecting the medicines, um, the antibiotics and everything. I have not tried hemp oil. I've not tried CBD oil. I've not tried any of that. I do not smoke. I've never took drugs before, and now I take shots and I take medication, and I don't like it. My life is based around, and when I say this is exactly how it is: 5 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., 5 p.m., bedtime medications, and not counting the shots. And I'm on a 3-year shot recommendation until we figure out what's going on. But I mean, I'm trying to accept who I am now versus who I was. I'm stubborn, yes. Thanks, Mike. But I'm accepting a lot of what I can and cannot do. But yeah, Lyme takes away a lot. Lyme takes away your, I don't know, it takes away everything. Not everything. I mean, you realize you become thankful for what you have, and you don't really care about the materialism and the drama and you don't. It's not your concern anymore. Also, by seeing that. I'm also allergic to I live in a bubble because now I'm pretty much allergic to anything, literally. So I got to be careful with that. But lime takes away your vitality, or what goals and what purposes you had before you got lime, whether you had it for so many years and then it decided to go, hey, I'm gonna pop up and kick your butt. It takes it all away, and it literally, you have to put all that on hold to take care of yourself. And I'm still awaiting doctors to do that. So I mean, I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen being untreated. I'm well aware of what's going to happen, and I'm accepted that. I'm accepting it, and I have accepted it. Um, Anxiety, vision issues, where you literally can't see. See, now I'm skipping all over, and I apologize, but hey, that's it. I've just got to learn to accept who I am now versus who I was, and that I can't do the things that I used to do, because now I used to be energetic and gone and by the seat of my pants, because that's why they called my nickname was Bouncy. And now I feel like I'm a prisoner of my own home because I can't enjoy it. I can't enjoy where I've moved. I can't enjoy the nature and enjoy the sun like everybody else does. I can't go to theaters and I can't go to restaurants without anxiety. I can't do any of that. But yeah, I'm trying to slowly accept I can't be who I was, and I'm trying to humble myself a bit more and come to terms of, if I do not get a doctor soon, the effects and what's going to happen, and I'm trying to come to terms with all that. But I'm going to get off here, and I apologize for it being long, but guys, start recording your bad days, because this is why they think we're lying, because we're only recording it when we have good days. And if I keep watching everybody recording I've got Lyme, including myself, I've got Lyme, and discussing what Lyme is doing to them, it's hard to believe you have it when you're only recording it on your good day. So we really do need to step up and start recording our bad days and letting the world see what is going on instead of staying behind closed doors. We need to show it. We need to stop hiding this. It's ridiculous. But other than that, if you guys have any comments or you got my email, I love you. Have a good day and look for the silver lining, because if you don't, remember, nobody else will. Stay healthy, guys. Bye.